Welcome back to Let's Play Valhalla. My name's Fourmyle, and we are on our last episode of Valhalla. How's that feel? It's only taken like a literal year, but we're finally here. We're gonna go to work and have ourselves a New Year's Eve party. Well, let's see. Gil's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you all right? I'm scared. Why scared? Gabby will show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be all right, I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? Is that what you kids want these days? Hugs? Is that how you operate? Is that the currency you children who serve drinks, wait, what? Operate off of? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you could do it. Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Hi, you who look like you walked straight out of a Miyazaki film. Gabby. Could come in. Excuse me. Welcome to what is going on with my microphone here? Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. All right, then. Sorry. What, did we just unlock some sort of super secret special thing? They're layering over each other again. The music should not be layering over itself like this. Oh, this is so creepy. Just that? Yup. Isn't there anything else on the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your dead sister in the ground. I spent days worrying about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years of not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight for not talking all these years? I love the dissonance between these two songs. Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I remember all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day, and you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you that she did it, and you were confused all day long. Sorry, she always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day, but organs are different. Condition transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yup. Thing is, apparently she suffered from that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone. So every time she broke up with somebody, her heart would break a little bit more, and more, and more, and more. Wow, okay. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Or maybe it's because we broke up and she lost the will to live and I killed her ipso facto. God damn it. Just come out and say it. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep, because you left her like a jerk. God, Jill, why are you such a shit person? Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. All right, that's fine. I spent so much... Oh, shit, fuck. Okay, hang on. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the Research Institute thing back then, and the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day? But today, I realized something. I work at a bar. I don't have to worry about what ifs, because I have alcohol. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I could apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore. She's resting now. She's just resting after that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we could do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. I'm just a shit human being. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you, because I'm a shit person. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something, and you didn't deserve that. Sorry. You're goddamn right I didn't. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know? We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So, let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? I'm a hacker. Well, have you heard of the message board called Danger? I have, yeah. Well, truth is that I visit it from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Unlike all the other bartenders in this gigantic city that may or may not have scraggly hair like me, and also be women. What, you just visit on a whim or something? All right. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey, Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much, like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were gonna get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't honestly think about it down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me, but what about my freedom, my say in the matter? So that's when you stopped loving Lenore? No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, even though you're like 12, and you don't know anything about the world yet. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate, just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order, regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college, because I'm 12. Or whatever it is, I don't know. So that's what led you two to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. Did you not? It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to our arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her in the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have just kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis. Even though I came in here and basically broke you down into an anxious pit of despair because I'm a 12-year-old child who accused you of murdering your beloved. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correct. I think you can tell I don't really like this character. But why don't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? Weird. How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I wouldn't even get to speak to her. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again. And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. I know! You both moved on after that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And it's like I said, berating myself over these past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she were here, she would tell us that there's no fun sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Because, wow, like, you could be pretty brutal when you want to be, kid. You should become, like, a public debater or something. Anyway, both figuratively and literally. I don't know. What job is there where you are paid to be mean to other... You should be a comedian. A roast comedian. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Ooh, isn't the sweet drinks and then a sugar rush? Yes. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now. As I give a drink to your little sister, which may or may not have alcohol in it, I'm going to jail. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey. Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Aw, don't say it to me. Say it to her with your chest. Chris Hart? God, that's a bit. Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot. Why'd you keep that secret for so long, you idiot? Baka! I almost told you everything. Was that you idiot? Ugh. Hey, Joe, promise me you won't like that knucklehead. You won't be like, I think it's too late. We were gonna get married or something. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. Oh, fuck that. We're gonna fight all the time. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool it off and talk it over like the adults we are, except you're 10, so, I'm not an adult. Yeah, I know. That's what we just said. That's why I didn't put alcohol in your drink, kid. Let's face it. You've been more mature than I have. How? What? She came at you with all this brutal stuff like you killed my sister. How's that being adult? Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Aww, Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right, for Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers, cheers. So about this drink, can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. That's not how the law works. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. What are you talking about? That's why I gave you a drink that doesn't have alcohol in it. But right, now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me an apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. What? Why? Yeah, but did you know that you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh, did you get back at her? Well... What just happened with the TV screen? What just happened? I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. What the fuck? And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a... That's disgusting. Don't ever do that. I think that goes without saying. Don't ever do that. She said, so do you like eating me for... I respect the moxie, but it's disgusting nonetheless. Jill, I'll tell you when you're way older, or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Clary's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Good head on your shoulders, kid. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. You definitely should. It's not safe this late at night. I'm assuming it's night. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so, well, it can't be helped. I live nearby, and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. You can play with 4! Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yup, he opened a second branch last year, so he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! Nice. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet, Sweet Victory. Huh. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? Oh. I guess that one wasn't as simple as they said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends. A lesbian daughter was a no-no. Jesus! We are way in the thick of it here. Like, this is a lot of exposition. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. What? I haven't seen her since. August, I think. Did you two fight, too? Nah, she just hasn't shown up. Sorry, I click way too fast. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Titty hacker! Alma, over here, party. That's actually kind of offensive. Alma! I'll just edit that out, hopefully, maybe. Please edit that out. Okay, small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to what's happening to the screen. That was it? That was it? that was it? Fernando Damas. Well, and Christopher Ortiz. Well done. Well written. That guitar, though, oh my God. Oh my God, this was fantastic. Michael Kelly, you did an amazing job. This game's music is music that I have shown to people who've never played this game and been like, you just need to listen to this music. You have no context for it. One of my friends actually brought it to my attention. He's like, was gushing about the music at me, and he's just like, yeah, it's good music, but you have context to go with this music that I just don't have without playing this game. So the same neurons aren't firing for me that they are for you, and I'm like, that's a good point. But still, the music, oh my God, so varied, but all so cyberpunky and peppy, and it was beautiful, and the writing was succinct, and I think Flair was the one that asked me, like, aren't you ready for this game to be over or something? And I'm like, no, because I love these characters. Mom, Dad, family, and friends, thank you for all the support. This is for you. Oh, this game, made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games, prologue version made in Ren'Py by Pytom. Oh, I hope there's more after this. Is there more after this? If I hit escape, is it gonna break anything? Okay, good. I guess we're supposed to go through here. Published by Yosbred Games. The games for Yosbred as was foretold by Yosbred of the games. Yes, Yosbred. For when you must say yes to the breed. I'm done with that. Anyway, if anyone were like, Fourmyle, I want to play a game, but I don't have really the hand-eye coordination. I really want a good story that'll last me a while. Valhalla. Val-fucking-halla. 100%. Would recommend this to my parents. Did you have fun? Fuck yeah, I did! This was fantastic! Where's the yes button? How do I say yes? Yes, Y. I'm mashing the Y key. I did have... Yup, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug... Oh, this is dialogue. Why did your boss hug you, though? She hugged us! She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Oh my gosh. Oh, this game has so much heart. You're right. Good night, Jill. Good night, Jill. Oh, this game has so much heart. This has been such an excellent counterpoint. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. This game has been such an excellent counterpoint. This has been my palate cleanser for any recording session that I need to do where I'm just like, I'm in a really shitty place right now. This game has been the palate cleanser that reminds me what I love about video games. They can tell such wonderful stories with such minimal gameplay. All you did was click the go button and mix drinks. There was almost no real challenge to this game, and yet I love it. I love it. Gracias, peluche. Like, my God, is that it, though? Are we done? Is there like an after thing? I'm not sure. Don't know. There's more! I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Gil, and now for something completely different. What? I just got a pop-up. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place, like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it, damn it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget, I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my imotu there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. What? Who? Little sister. Oh, then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Here, you can now- Wait, what? Here you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen of bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items money. Thanks for playing. What? Perfect. Oh, shit. What? That was it? That's the game. Yay! Oh, this was a pleasure to play. Thank you so much for watching. It took us like 9 months to get through this game, but I'm so glad we did. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you. This was a viewer donation. I didn't buy this. I didn't even choose it. You guys brought it to my attention. One of you fine folks donated it. So if you have any other games where you're like, Fourmyle has got to play this, let me know in the comments below or send it my way. As long as it's not straight up porn or a gag gift, I'll go ahead and give it a fair shake. As long as I have time. I have a lot of the games that are coming out now that I have on my plate, so please be patient with me. I want to get to them all as much as possible. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this game. Pick it up for yourself. I think I got like the good ending, and there's a couple like bad endings and stuff, so I didn't play all of it, and I didn't play the prologue, and that's on purpose. I think I didn't play the prologue, but anyway, pick up this game. Support the game makers. Support Sukeban Games and Yzbird Games. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next series. Bye.